Alright, hello. I'm just gonna double check that the audio is coming through so I don't have what had happened last time happen again. So just give me one moment. Alright, looks like it's working, so we should be good. Cool. Alright, I don't know how long this is gonna go, because this is a very spur-of-the-moment situation, but I thought, it's been a long time, and I finally had the patience to try and set up the Switch for streaming, so I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to save that for another time, but I've been wanting to live stream drawing again for a while. I know I was supposed to do Teamfight Tactics last time, and I played it with my sister last time, but when I checked the playback, there was no audio at all, and that's just because I have a MacBook, and MacBooks are really, really picky when it comes to sound stuff. I have to get a whole separate driver and all that. It's a pain in the butt for sure, so that's why I double checked that you guys can hear me, but everything seems to be working. This time for my drawing stream, I decided to add some background music because last time it just felt really quiet and it was literally just me drawing, so I hope you guys like the chill vibes. I just found a free to use audio thing on YouTube, so yeah, let's get started. I'm really excited. Also, I have a new setup that my parents were very kind to me for my birthday this year, and they got me a tablet that has a screen. So that means I can see the stream at the same time as I'm drawing. So I have dual screens. It's like having a second screen, which makes this so much easier. Because when I streamed before, I could never check to make sure that the stream was working. So now, as I'm drawing, I can quickly glance up and see and make sure that the stream is all running smoothly. Because, this is all new to me, and I had to figure this all out by myself. So I'm thinking from now on, these streams should run a lot better now, which is really exciting. So I hope you guys look forward to more content from me. I should be doing this more often now. And I'm really excited to play other games, because trying to stream on a MacBook is really difficult, especially a MacBook that I got from my college, so who knows who's had this MacBook before me, and I have a lot of programs running at once, so yeah, it's really, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the sound my MacBook is making it's just such a loud fan noise. So yeah, it's got a lot going on at once. It's got the VTuber model running, it's got the live stream YouTube, it's got OBS running, I have Photoshop up. It's a lot. And playing video games makes it even harder to run everything. So it's kind of why my model she moves really slow and doesn't totally match up when I talk. If I wasn't running so many programs, I'm sure my VTuber would work a lot better, but all of this was done by me. I didn't get any help. I've just watched tutorials on YouTube, so this is as good as we're gonna get. So if you want someone to watch for live streams that does everything themselves and didn't ask for any help, look no further than my videos. So alright, let's get into it. Alright, so as you guys can see, I have my sketch laid out. I've been doing a challenge. I don't know if you guys have seen my art Instagram, but on my Instagram at Sammy_artanimator, I have been doing a challenge. I took a poll actually, and I was like, okay, Miku has a lot of designs for each year, and they're all really pretty. I want to draw each design for each year, starting with whatever year they started, 2010 is usually when this stuff happens. And I did a poll if I should do Snow Mikus, Racing Mikus, or the Magical Mirai Mikus, and it seemed to be the most popular was Snow Miku, and I can see why. She's got a ton of pretty costumes. So if you check out my Instagram, you can see that I've drawn 2011 Snow Miku and 2012 Snow Miku so far, and now I'm on 2013, so that's the one you guys can see right here. This one is really cool to me because it's a lot more unique than the previous Snow Mikus have been. Most of them were just a color palette change for her default design. And I'm really excited to do this one because it's more of a like kimono style, and I think, don't quote me on this, I don't know enough about the history of this, but I'm pretty sure it's based off of like traditional wedding wear for Japan. I'm not confident, but I think the hood is supposed to be like that. From what I've seen, it's something to that effect. But I think it's really pretty, and I love the color of her hair. It's just so beautiful, and I'm really excited to draw this one. The past two Mikus I've drawn were very similar. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love drawing Miku, but I needed something different. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna start outlining this. I just quickly drew all of the Snow Mikus in my sketchbook. So I just took a screenshot of my sketchbook with my phone and I send it to myself, and that's how I get started. Sometimes I draw my own sketches like just on Photoshop, but with this I just wanted to sketch them out for my own sake. It was a lot faster. Oh, also I'm doing her hair with the buns up instead of the reference picture I have where she has her hair out and down. I've already drawn Miku with the long pigtails so much for this already, and I know I will be as I keep doing this, so I was like, I'll take a break with that with this design. It gives me a chance to do something a little easier, and hair is a time-consuming process. Also, don't be surprised if my VTuber model has her eyes closed a lot. I'm gonna have to look down a lot to draw, so she will look like she's sleeping half the time, but that's okay. It's part of the process. So let's get started. And I'm trying to copy the, well, not copy, but mimic the Project Diva art style. So I've been trying to draw Miku's eyes similar to how they look in Project Diva. I'm actually probably gonna need another reference for these little hanging things on her hood. Maybe I should change the pen size. That's another thing that's hard about art. I'm really bad at getting the right pen size. I can never tell if it's too thick or too thin for me. But, you know, it's all about the process. Alright, 1 second. Okay. Another saving grace for me is the smoothing tool on the pen. Oh my gosh, it keeps my lines from being so jaggedy. It's so nice. I love that she looks like a little, what are those called? Like a little, rice bun. She reminds me of, Mochi with this costume. It's really pretty. Also, I love her bangs in this. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. One thing that does kind of deter me a little bit when I live stream drawing is it's really laggy when I draw, so it kind of goes slow. So I'm just gonna have to take my time. Man, imagine if one day I had like the most amazing setup for streaming. That'd be thebomb.com. Can't believe I just said thebomb.com. Ah. So since I'm drawing Snow Mikus, I figured I'd talk about some Snow Miku topics. I don't know if you guys know, but I have entered the Snow Miku contest a few times in the past, and never got to the finals. Would have been so cool if I did, but I did not. And I think I've entered a few times, but almost every other year, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna enter next year, and I'll maybe get through and have time to work on it. And every time I miss the deadline or find out the finalists are already picked, and I'm like, oh my god, will I ever get a chance? Like that happened this year. I couldn't enter. I found out too late that the finalists already happened. I'm like, oh my gosh, when did this happen? I'm usually so on top of things, but I say that every year. Yeah, I remember distinctly I entered the one year where, so they give you like a prompt when you enter. Each year is a different theme. One year I entered, it was like flower themed. It had to be something to do with like flowers. I think that's when that one with like the white bell dress one. Another year I entered, they wanted a knit hat and more of a sporty thing. And that's the year that the snowboarding one won with like the owl hat. I remember I entered those few times. And then I entered, like, not this last year, but the year before. Here, just give me 1 second. I gotta do something quick. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, sorry about that. I got a little worried because I couldn't see, but I do see that there is a chat. For some reason the chat wasn't showing up for me. I'm glad I checked. Let me respond to these comments. I didn't see them before. Thank you, Ella. I'm glad you like my sketch. And yeah, I do like drawing bangs. They're really fun. But yeah, this is Miku. But yeah, I entered the Snow Miku drawing contest a few times where, like, if you enter the contest, your design can be the official Snow Miku, like the one that they put on all the advertisements and the one that they have like on the bus that they decorate, and then they'll make like a giant snow sculpture of her. It's like an event in Hokkaido. I think ever since they made a Snow Miku design for her the first time, people are like, we should make this an event because, you know, we need more festivals for sure. And yeah, so I've never won, but it'd be really cool to win. But, you know, there's a lot of people that enter. Like, I've seen so many amazing entries. I know I also entered, like, the Racing Miku contest back when that was a thing, but that's kind of been nowhere anymore. It's mostly, I think they get, like, professional designers to design that one. But I entered that a few times. And what's cool about it, too, is you can enter more than one drawing, so I would just spend all my time designing these Miku contest like outfits, and I was like, oh my god, I'm just sitting here drawing all the time. A lot of times I'd be doing that, like I said, as schoolwork, and I was like, oh my god. But I really wanted to win, and I had so many ideas, but nah, never happened. It's really sad, honestly, but you know, what can you do? Yeah, I really wish I entered this last year, but you know, I was really sad when I saw finalists were picked, and I'm like, no, I didn't get the deadline. But yeah, I think I guess I'll have to wait till, I think, what do they get the winners for 2023 already? Oh my god. So I guess I'll have to wait till 2024. Cause yeah, I'm trying to think of which one is the last winner. Oh yeah, it's that one. I don't remember what year it is now. I want to say 2022, but it's like the Miku theme where she kind of looks like a sailor. She's got like a captain's hat. I think that one is so cute. I was really glad that one won. It was a really pretty one. I think I entered that year, but I didn't make it to the finals. Yeah, because the theme for that one was like water and oceans. I remember I tried to like make her hair look like waves, but it was really hard. Honestly, the winner, it was definitely deserved. Also, if you go on my DeviantArt, I have a different name for DeviantArt. It's CutieCat1001. You can see I posted my old design entries. I'm never gonna delete them because I'm proud of them. But yeah, if you ever want to see my old designs, feel free to check it out. But yes, they usually have the Snow Miku contest every year. They haven't done the racing one in a while. I don't know if they're ever gonna do that one again. But they also had a contest for what's it called? There was like a live stream Miku Expo this last year, and they had like it was a fan-made song was picked for the concert, and a fan-made costume was picked. And I tried to enter the fan-made costume contest, and I don't think I made the deadline by the time the drawing was done. I found out too late that it was like Japanese time zone, not America, so I was like, holy crap, I'm like 5-10 hours like late. So I don't even think I got counted, but I'll never know. But the design that won was okay. And they put her in like the 3D model of it, and she danced and sang in it. It was really pretty. But yeah, definitely enter. It's really fun to come up with designs, and the prompts really make it easier to come up with ideas, because like if you're just told to just make a Miku costume, like how do you come up with ideas for that? But when they give you prompts like, oh, based on the ocean, oh, flower themed, oh, she has to wear like a knit hat, like it makes it a little easier to come up with ideas. But yeah, it was really fun to enter. They give you a template. They give you like a what are they called? Nendoroid template, because they always make Snow Mikus into Nendoroids, and you design the front, the back, and the side view, and then you can do whatever else. Like some people like to draw like details up close, like say you can't see what her gloves look like or something. So people like to do that, and you can sometimes draw her like normal size, not chibi style. That's what I usually do, like I'm doing right now. But yeah, it's fun. And I think if you look up like Snow Miku design, like contest designs, you can see like old ones that people entered that didn't make the cut, including mine probably. But there's so many, it's hard to sift through. That's why I'd say go to DeviantArt if you want to see what I did. Man, I'm so sad that I couldn't enter this year though. I mean, the finalists were okay though, but I wasn't really blown away by any of the finalists. It was mostly just, they all kind of looked similar. I don't know what the prompt was this year, I didn't check. But, I don't know, nothing really stuck out to me as amazing. I mean, I guess there was like a pastel one I liked, but, Alright, I need to look up a better reference, because I can't remember what her tassels are supposed to look like. 1 second. But yeah, I've been drawing for a long time. I want to say since like middle school. I'm 23 now, so like I've been doing this for a while. I have so many filled sketchbooks. Vocaloid is kind of the reason I became such a artist. Yeah, I had a lot of fan art of Vocaloids in my past. And I went to school to be an animator for 4 years, and I graduated last year in 2021 in May. So I've just been drawing, I've been working on a webtoon, I've been trying to work on animations, but animations take forever, so that's kind of been delayed. But yeah, so I thought live streaming some drawing. I actually had one of an acquaintance of mine, one of my friends, I guess you could say, they really wanted to see me draw again because they like to watch the process. And so I'm like, okay, maybe I should go back to streaming. I haven't done this in a little while. So here we are. Alright, so these are like big flower things. And there's a bunch of them, so this is going to take a while. These are detailed. You know, I don't think I've ever tried to draw this design before because it's so, like, it's hard to tell, like, what it's supposed to look like the shape of it. I'm excited to, like, put all the snowflakes all over. It's going to be really pretty. Enter as many times as you can. Like, if you have the patience and dedication to draw a lot of designs, the more the better, because then you have, like, there's more likely a chance that the judges will pick your design above others. But it never happened for me. I think there was one time I entered like 3 entries, and none of them got picked, but I spent all that time making so many designs. I had a lot of free time that year, I think. But yes, I did make this VTuber model, actually. She doesn't work the best. She's a little clunky. I don't know if you can tell. But yes, I made this VTuber model. I drew all the layers, and I rigged her myself. But I'm not the best at this. I'm kind of bad at it. I never got taught how to use... I use Adobe Character Animator to make my rigs. And she's a little clunky because it was a learning experience. Maybe one day I'll get like a professional to show me how to make these properly, but yeah, my VTuber model was completely made by me. I see a lot of VTuber people, they'll draw their VTuber, but they don't rig it, and theirs look really good, and then there's mine that just looks like really clunky. But it's also the fact that my computer is very slow, because it's running a lot, so my mouth doesn't totally line up, and sometimes things get messed up. But hey, it's all part of the authenticity of the experience, am I right? Because, you know, I know there was one VTuber I was watching. I don't remember her name, but I'm sure if you're like an avid VTuber watcher, if I mention what she does, you'll know her. But she's been doing this stream where it was like every time someone subscribes to her Twitch, she has to like stream for like another hour, and like she had a timer that just kept going up, so she was going day after day after day, and she'd get other people to come in and stream for her. And when she'd have people come in and stream for her, she would go to the bathroom. Or there was one time her VTuber model was just frozen on the screen, glitching out because she was in the bathroom and nobody was there to help her. So I was like, wow, that counts as streaming, just sitting there. So, you know, it made me feel a little less like I have to be perfect at streaming, and I can just kind of do my own thing and not worry about how people like, oh my god, her character glitched, how dare she. But it's literally just chill, and I'm proud of what I made, so I want to show it off, you know? But yes, thank you for the congratulations on graduating. I'm really excited to work in the animation field one day if I can ever get a job. I know there's a lot of... It's really competitive field, so maybe one day I can end up being an animator for like a new movie that comes out or something, but for now I'll just keep drawing and live streaming and making my comic on Webtoon. But yeah, there's a lot of really cringy art if you ever find my old sketchbooks. I know sometimes I'll post about it on TikTok, but there's some... I went through a big Vocaloid phase, and I'm just... I can't look at some of the stuff I used to make. Also, speaking of Webtoon, if you like my design for my VTuber model, if you think she's cute, I suggest checking out my Webtoon. This is totally not a plug to my Webtoon. If you look up Devilish with an exclamation point on Webtoon, that is my current series that I've been working on. A new chapter comes out tomorrow, so check it out. I'm up to chapter 9. And it's a story about my VTuber character is the main character. And if you you can get to know a little more about her. She's like a devil girl in that story, but my VTuber model, she's not. I don't have horns on her because, I don't know, I didn't really want her to be associated that much with the story. But, you know, check it out if you're curious. That's what I spend most of my time doing, which is why I haven't really live streamed a whole lot yet. But yes, VTuber commissions are so expensive. That's kind of why I was self-taught. Maybe one day I'll save up and have someone fix my model. Like, I'm proud of the drawing, but she's really wonky. But it works as much as I need it to, so I'll take it. And it's not really all about the VTuber. It's about the content I'm making as well, which is the drawing right now. And next time I stream, it's going to be, I think I'm going to do Animal Crossing next. But yeah, I was determined to make it all myself. And I know how to rig 3D models. I've worked with Autodesk Maya, which is like the industry standard for 3D movies. Like every Pixar and I believe Disney animation movie is made with Maya. So I know how to rig in that. It's really hard, like really hard. It's very time consuming. But once you can do it, it's such like, I don't know, it's so amazing to see what you can accomplish when you make stuff like this. Like, I was so proud of myself when I got this to work. It's not perfect by any means. I know I keep saying that, but I'm really proud of it. When I figured out how to make it not glitch, like, way too much. Like, all it used to do was, like, her head would disconnect, and her arms were weird, and she'd get, like, really messed up. So she's at least usable now. Like, I almost wanted to give up at one point, but I'm glad I didn't, and I'm glad I can show her off. Because, like, it's difficult. Like, I'd say give it a shot if you want, but, like, it's really hard. I wouldn't really totally suggest using Adobe Character Animator either, unless you've done rigging stuff in the past, because, it's a really big learning curve. Like, I saw when I looked up, like, tutorials and stuff, there's, like, a program most people use for, making their rigs, and I don't know what it was anymore, but I just stuck with Adobe Character Animator because I already had an Adobe subscription, hence I'm drawing on Photoshop. But, so I just was like, you know what, I'll just look up videos for that. But yes, I do have a webtoon. It's kind of new. It's on Canvas right now, so it's not like an official webtoon right now, but I'm hoping one day it could be. Yeah, if you can't find it by searching Devilish with an exclamation point, you'll see my VTuber character as the cover image for it. If you can't find it there, look up Sammy with an IE _124, which, no, I don't have that posted anywhere. If you look that up, you can find my account, and I have 2 webtoon series. I have my kind of discontinued silly stories about my life, and then Devilish is the one I've been working on the most. But yeah, I'm really happy to talk about what I have, like, I've made. Feel free to check any of that out. I love getting more people to see what I've done. It's really rewarding to have people check out my content. Like, all I want to do is create and make fun things, and it's really exciting when people are interested in what I make. So thank you very much. I'm glad that you are interested in what I do. Like, it really makes me happy. Alright, on to the hard part, hands. Oh my gosh. You know what would be really sad is if the whole time I was drawing, I was on, like, the original layer. I'm just gonna double check and make sure I'm not... Okay, good. We're good. Oh. Ooh, that's so exciting. I'm gonna have to check. I'm done streaming. I'm gonna wanna... Oh, yes, I'll definitely check out your content too. Like, I'm really excited for that. Animatics are fun. I really want to make another animatic. There's so many things I want to make. I think I have, like, an animated... I like to make, short animated TikToks. because I feel like it's easier and it takes less time to do. But I have one that's just been in the drafts for like ever that I haven't finished, but I really want to make it. I need to work on animation still. I'm a little rusty on my animation skills. It's been a long time. I mostly only animate in 2D right now because it's easier. I can be more creative. When I animate in 3D, you usually have to make your own model, which takes like forever, or pay someone for a 3D model, or just use a free one that's out there, and there's not a whole lot of options. So I tend to stick to 2D because it's easier to do. And then you get a little more freedom, you know? It's nice. Okay, also, making these sleeves is so fun. I love kimono sleeves. I definitely think one of my favorite things in drawing is the outlining. Like, it's easy. Well, it's not easy, but like, you don't really have to look at a reference image. Like, you just kind of copy what you've already drawn. I know some people would do like 3 versions of this, and they draw a sketch, and then they draw a detailed sketch, and then they draw another sketch, and then they do like the outlining, and I'm just like, that's a lot of steps. And I'm not aiming for these Snow Mikus to be perfect, because I'm going to be literally drawing from 2011 till 2022, so that's a lot of drawings. So I'm just like, and then eventually I'm going to take all these drawings, and I'm going to put them in one big file. And they're going to be one big Snow Miku picture, and she's going to be hanging out with, 11 of herself? And then, maybe by the time I'm done with all these, because this is going to take me a long time to do all these, maybe by the end I will know which was the winner for this last Snow Miku contest, and I can add her to the file. I think that'd be fun. Did I draw 6 fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I did. Let's just get rid of one of these fingers. There we go. That's better. Like, wait a minute. There we go. Alright, let's check out how it's looking so far. I'm pretty satisfied. Alright, and I'm going to add these tassels on by her head. I'm going to do a lot of erasing because I skipped that part originally. But I'm thinking she's turning out pretty good so far. Last time I streamed drawing, I think I did the outline, and that was pretty much it. I haven't really had the motivation to work on that design again for a while, but I'm probably going to stream that one soon. I just really want to finish these Snow Mikus first. But this one, I think I'm going to try to get some coloring done of it. For sure, for sure. Yes, let's see here. Ooh, I gotta stop bumping my microphone. Ah. Yeah, I don't know, if you've had a chance to look through my channel at all, but I have, like, a lot of dance covers, speed drawings, cosplay stuff. Not a whole lot of cosplay stuff on YouTube, but I know I have like a kind of viral video on this account where in like 8th grade I did a Miku dance, and for some reason people, it like blew up because I did it for like a talent show. It was a really small school, but I did a talent show dance, and it was like to the song where Miku dies. And she just kind of breaks down, and so many people are like, oh my god, it's so cringy, and I'm like, it's really not that bad. My teachers knew I was like a Vocaloid fan. They knew about it. I told them, I showed them what it is, but that kind of like blew up out of nowhere, and I still get people who come up to me like online, and they're like, oh my god, you're the one who did that dance? That was you? Oh my god, I used to like obsess over that video. I like tried to learn the dance from you, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, it's kind of crazy to me that I still get comments, and that was when I was in 8th grade. That was like, what, 10 years ago now? 8 years ago? I'm bad at math. and I'm multitasking, so. But like, oh my gosh, it's funny to think about. Like every once in a while I forget that exists, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, but these flower things on her hair are actually really fun. Or not hair, sides of her head are actually really fun to draw. Alright, one done. Now to add the other. This is actually turning out really well. I'm really glad this is working out so well. I was actually kind of scared to draw this design because it's a little on the detailed side, or at least it's different. And I haven't really tried to draw it yet, so. I don't know if I'm making these too big. I am shocked how fast this line art is going. But yeah, I've definitely is force myself to draw more, and I'm really glad I've had the motivation to lately, because sometimes I just go through phases where like I don't want to touch art. I think it helps I'm done with art college and I'm not doing stuff I don't want to make, and instead I get to draw what I want. So I feel like the motivation is there more. I think every time I've drawn these flower things, I've drawn it a slightly bit different each time. Like I do a different process. Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun though. Oh my gosh, I should do something like that. I do, like, it's so funny. That just reminds me, like the cursed ships thing. I went to a convention recently, and I don't know if you know, but at conventions, they'll like do like some like skits sometimes, just fan-made skits. And this one group, these two people, they're like pretty young. They decided to do like a ship skit. Oh my god, it was so cringy, but it was so funny. I was like, no, what are you doing? You're on stage. Don't bring your ships into the real world. Like, oh, it was so funny though. Oh my gosh. But oh, the things people will do. Like, I can understand like doing the ship stuff and just kind of like just for fun to be silly and stuff, but oh my gosh, it was so funny. I know some people take the ships very seriously, so you know, maybe I shouldn't laugh. Yeah. But I couldn't help it. Alright, line art is done. Let's take a gander at what we have so far. Alright, I think it's turning out pretty good. I'm liking it so far. I mean, it's not perfect, but, you know, I think I might have made her a little short. But that's okay. We like a short queen. Alright, now to start coloring. I'm actually pretty shocked how fast this is happening. Oh, I should probably pull up my old ones. I can actually, yeah, let's do that. I'll just pull up my previous Miku drawing. Wherever she is. Okay, so this isn't the most recent one. This is actually the first one I did. This is the original Snow Miku, except it's the 2011 one with the scarf and gloves and ear muffs. but we're gonna use that one for references, like for the skin color and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much here. I'll bring it up again because I don't know if you can really able to see it that much. But this is the style I'm going for with all of these Snow Miku drawings. They're all gonna look relatively similar to this. And yeah, it's gonna look good. I'm excited to put them all together once they're done, but it's gonna take me a long time. I'm so glad I can bring nostalgia. Oh my gosh. Good times, good times. You know, I should just redo that Disappearance of Hatsune Miku dance just for the fun of it. Now that I'm like not in 8th grade. I don't think I like improvised. I like improvised half that dance because I just followed the official like Project Diva dance and there's only like a short version. So it's a lot of just me flailing around. So maybe I have to come up with something a little better. It was so funny though. Yeah, I know so many people would love to say, oh my gosh, so cringy, but like, you know, I don't think it's cringy. I had a good time. I enjoyed it. I embraced the weeb. Well, not weeb. I don't want to say weeb. I embraced the Vocaloid. Like, I didn't care. People want to judge me? Whatever. I was having fun. I think the main reason I did that was because I had friends who every year for the talent show we'd do a dance together. And nobody wanted to do a dance that year. So I was like, you know what? I'll do one on my own. I know a dance already, so I'm going to do it without you guys. And I did. Little did I know that video would go kind of viral. Like, I know there's like a video of like a Miku cosplayer like doing a Miku dance like in a classroom. That one's like around the same time I posted that one. And then there's one that they did like the dance in the middle of the gym. So I was like, I posted that at the perfect time for it to go viral, I think. Oh yeah, is she wearing socks or she got bare feet? Ooh, stinky. Does she have her toesies exposed? No, she does not. Good. Keep them contained. I do not need to color those yet. Alright, now let's do the hair. Also, is it cheating if I color pick? I don't think it is, but I've had teachers tell me, try to color match, blah, blah, blah. Art school has tortured me so. This is such a pretty shade of bluish green, oh my gosh. Whoever designed this one, oh, the props to them, they picked such a pretty hair color. Like, typically Snow Mikus don't have this vibrant of a blue for the hair. Usually they stick with like whites and pastels because of the snow. This is so satisfying. Also, what's fun about live streaming is it's kind of nice to like reminisce and catch up on stuff I used to do, because you know I don't use this channel a whole lot as much as I used to, so I've been trying to force myself to use my YouTube since I mean I've got quite a few subscribers from the old days when I'd post the quote-unquote cringy dance videos. But it's nice to like see what's changed and see who like either remembers me or is new to what I do. And I've had people recognize me from other things I've done in the past. It's kind of neat. And maybe, I don't know if I'm going to do this anytime soon, but one of these days I do actually have, so my VTuber design was originally for a dance group I was going to be in where we cosplayed characters. So I actually have a wig for my VTuber character. So maybe one of these days I'll do a cosplay stream where I stream with my actual like live camera footage of myself dressed up as my VTuber. I think that'd be kind of fun. I don't know what I'd do for it, but I feel like maybe it'll be like a special occasion kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. But I want to use that wig, so I think it'd be fun. I'm thinking Miku, Miku. Also, Miku was my very first cosplay ever. No surprise there. I've done so many since her. I've cosplayed Infinity Miku. I've cosplayed Halloween Miku. A pend I made myself. What else have I done? Recently, I made a Miku Love Live crossover cosplay where I made a Miku version of a Love Live outfit. Like the Cybers, I don't know if anyone's seen the Cybers before, but they are very popular in the cosplay community. People are selling, because they've been discontinued, so people are like selling them for like ridiculous amounts of money. So I didn't want to do that, and I wanted to be a little more unique, so I made a Miku version, so I had to make it myself, because obviously I can't even get the normal ones. How am I going to get a custom one? Which was fun, so. And it lights up, so I'm really proud of it. Maybe I should cosplay a Snow Miku one of these days, that'd be fun. Alright, I'm going to add the green tips later. That will come in the shading process. I could just do like the gradient tool, but I want to be authentic, so we're gonna skip that part. Oh yeah, I didn't realize you probably can't see my layers, but I'm making layers. I know my VTuber is blocking it, but I have different layers for each color. I guess I'll break a artist rule, and I will use straight white, because why not? Who says you have to do off-white? I don't care. I'm gonna break the rules. So like all of this is white. Like I can just go to town. I think I'm gonna change the background though, because I can't tell if I'm coloring the lines. Let's see, what's a color I don't use? This is a tip that I actually think is really helpful. Fill in your background as a color you're not really using, and then it makes it easier to see if you didn't fill in the lines all the way. Because if it's like kind of white and you're coloring with white, it's like impossible to tell if you colored in the whole thing, and then you all of a sudden you've changed the background color and there's like a bunch of gaps and you didn't even see them before. And it's like, no! Oh, I should put this lower than the hair. There we go. But yeah, I'm really glad my audio's working today. I was really sad last time I found out I streamed the whole time and no one could hear me at all, or my sister, because we played the game together. So, because I think what happened is I had the stream set up, I was ready to go, and right before I hit stream, my OBS crashed. And I was like, crap. And I had like set like a time for the stream to start, so I was in a rush to get going. Started the stream once it opened up again, didn't realize my audio settings weren't saved and didn't check to make sure they were, and the entire stream was in silence, which makes sense. But I wish I knew before doing the entire stream, and then when I checked the video later and saw that there was no sound, I was like, you know what, I'll just delete it and do it again later, and I haven't streamed since, so... Yeah, I think this drawing is going to turn out really well. Something about coloring, man, it's so relaxing. It's such a long process, though, when you draw. But I know some people say just color and scribble the whole thing. And then they say scribble in the whole thing and then erase the sides. But I'm like, yeah. I'll just color. If I go over the lines, then I'll erase. I don't care. Thank you, I'm glad you like my art. I really strive to please. That makes me happy to hear. Like I said, I don't know if you heard me before, but I've been really trying to force myself to draw more often lately, because I need to keep improving and keep up my skills. And it's like, I want to be motivated, and I don't want to just be like, draw once every 2 months or something like that, because then it feels like the process takes longer. The more you draw, the less time it feels like it takes. Like, I don't know why, but this drawing feels like it's going really fast. But it could be because I'm talking so much. I should have grabbed a water. I'm gonna have a dry throat after this. Oh, I know how I said I wasn't gonna color over the lines. I colored over the lines. But that's okay. This part, I'm gonna color over it with red, so we can just cheat the system. Oh yeah, I should probably color her socks in white too. That'd be a good idea. I'll do that after I color in the kimono. That's a good idea. Yeah. That'd be fun. Okay, you know what I could do for the disappearance dance? I could do like a side-by-side, like me when I was younger and then me now. If I remember the dance, I'd have to relearn it. I could do that, and that'd be really fun. And then like a side-by-side of improvement or something, or look at where I am, still following my roots. I don't know, that'd be really funny though. So actually, I was in a like J-pop idol dance group for a while, but it was in Minnesota and I don't live over there anymore. But I was considering doing the disappearance of Hatsune Miku as like my solo dance, but I didn't. That would have been so funny. And like they were like my members of the group were like encouraging me, like, oh, you should do it, that'd be so awesome. But I was like, no, I'll do something else, and I didn't do it. Kind of a letdown, right? Oh. That's okay. It gives me time to learn it and do it like now. I'll be a solo idol. That's what I'll do, because I unfortunately had to leave the group because I don't live near them anymore. But oh my god, it was so fun. Oh no, I just hit the paint bucket. Ah! That looks so weird. Thank the Lord we have undo. Much better. Yeah, I'm glad I did this spur of the moment and not like a scheduled stream, because it actually kind of got rid of a lot of stress and I was able to make sure that the stream was set up properly. I think that's the reason I kind of got burnt out from this, even though I only streamed 3 times so far. This is now my 4th time technically, although it's only going to seem like my 3rd because I deleted my 3rd time video. And like, I've live streamed on Instagram, just me putting on like cosplay makeup and stuff, but I've never gone this far out to like stream with like a VTuber and stuff, so it was a lot harder to figure out and set up than I thought it would be, but at the same time it also wasn't. I had no motivation to try to set it up for the longest time. A big problem too is I have a job where we don't get the schedule very fast, and I find out like the day before if I'm working or not, so it was really hard to like plan around that and figure out when I wanted to live stream. So maybe I should do more just whenever I feel like it kind of streams, because I feel like it was stressing me out trying to figure out when I could do it. Now it's like, oh, I'm not doing anything right now important, let's do a stream. Like, I was always worried too that like I'd have people like interrupt it or like walk in and try to talk to me and they don't know I'm streaming. So I'll try to pick days that like there isn't much going on in my house and people aren't really around as much. And today happened to be one of those days, so here we are. Almost done with the white, at least for the kimono part. I still gotta color in the socks, I believe, and the hood. Her little dumpling hood, it's so cute. It makes me really want mochi. Oh my god, now I really want mochi. Oh, that sounds so good right now. can I take a request? Do you mean like a drawing request? Because in terms of drawing requests, typically what I do is you can reach out to me and I can do commissions, but currently for this stream, I'd like to just stick to the one drawing I'm doing right now, because I have a hard time picking up a project once I leave it, so feel free to message me though, and I would be glad to make something for a commission. I'm down for that for sure. I really like making commissions for people. I've drawn portraits for people. One time I had a person ask me for a family portrait. I drew like her kids and her husband. That was funny. I drew my cousin and her dog. I've drawn a few times I've had people ask me to draw them D&D characters. That was always really fun. I've drawn fan art for people as like someone, like I had a friend as a gift for their birthday. I drew their favorite anime character for them to give to their significant other. And that was really cute. Yeah, yeah, if I stop doing this one, I feel like I'll never pick it back up. Like my previous stream, I haven't touched that drawing since then. I was going to finish that one next time I streamed, but I was too lazy to find the file, so I just started from new, and we're working on a Miku. Man, this is a very white outfit. So much white. Well, makes sense. It is a snow Miku, after all. I can see why they went with such a bright hair color, because this is very simple, color-wise. You know, I don't know why I was so scared to draw this one. This one's actually really simple. Simpler than I thought. Alright, and now just to do the socks, and I think that's everything for the white. Maybe I'll get to the shade. Maybe I'll finish this drawing by the time this stream is over. That'd be hilarious. But I'm also doing something not nearly as detailed as my last drawing stream, so maybe that's why. Something I love about Snow Miku designs is they love to put like the snowflakes in her hair. It's such a cute thing that like almost every design has. Like, I'm glad people like that and they keep doing it. Too cute. And I'm a sucker for cute things. I can't help it. I feel like I was one of those girls who never wanted to admit they love pink, and now I like, anytime I see pink as an option for something, I'm like, yes, give me that. I'll take that. That one right there. Alright. Now onto the red, which is an interesting choice, which it's kind of why it makes me think this is like based on like a wedding dress. Because typically in, like, I believe, I'm like, once again, I think I did this before, don't quote me on this, I don't know the traditions perfectly, but I'm pretty sure in Japanese tradition, this is what they wear, and they usually wear white and red for weddings. It reminds me of, like, a shrine maiden. Shrine maiden dresses are similar to this. Man, I love this setup so much better. I can make sure my stream is running a-okay. I never knew how important a digital tablet would be. I used to just have a regular tablet that when I would draw, it would just be like, I had to look at the screen only because it was just like a piece of plastic that you don't really look at it. Where here I'm drawing straight onto the screen, which is really nice. So glad I have this. This will be really nice too when I stream video games, because then I can just have my tablet as my second screen to check the chat. It's perfect. Now I can see why streamers usually have a dual screen setup. Oh, 1 second. My dog wants to get out of my room. Let me pause this for a second. I didn't mute my mic, so I know you guys could probably hear my dog howling. That's okay. He was in my room sleeping for the longest time, so... My sister got home, so I let him out. I really like these colors together. I think it looks good. Oh wait, did I color in the wrong layer? Okay, maybe I didn't. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, cool. Fix a little holes and stuff. It's so easy to do. I didn't think it'd be that easy to accidentally color the whole, like miss tiny spots on drawings, but it happens more than you think. Another thing I'd love to draw is a bunch of Genshin characters. Genshin Impact has been like my big obsession lately. I ranked up in that game really fast. Ah. But it's addicting. Yes, I'm obsessed with the coloring process. Oh, I gotta erase this. Boo! I put on the wrong layer. That's okay. We'll just erase it. I could flip them, but I'm lazy. Or maybe I should. Yep, we're gonna switch it, because boop. I gotta make sure it didn't mess up my other spots. Okay, I gotta fix this side. I don't think far enough ahead for things. That's okay. No biggie. I would listen to like music that like K-pop or something, but I don't want to get like copyright striked. It's got chill beats in the background. Because when I like to draw, I like to listen to my playlists, and I like to sing along to songs, kind of like singing in the car. It's really fun, but if I'm going to live stream my drawing, we're going to have to settle with lo-fi beats. Although it'd be kind of fun to do like a karaoke thing sometime. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, also, I'm really excited for drawing the Snow Miku 2014 design. That's like one of my absolute favorites. So the one after this one is going to be so fun to draw. Maybe I'll live stream that one too. That one's really fun. Yes, I love merging them all. It's so fun to do. Until you find out there's something you messed up and you have to unmerge them and fix it, or just hope you can fix it without unmerging. But like, I tend to do that where I draw on the layers and then I merge them all because I like to do a white outline, kind of like keychains have. But it's usually kind of risky because then I'll find out later there's a mistake and I shouldn't have merged all the layers. But yeah, I have to merge it when for the process of adding a outline, because that seems to be the easiest way, where it looks the most uniform, which I think I do with this one here. I'll show you. All right. So if you look at my first Nomiku drawing, you see how she's got, there's a white outline around. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but on the outside of the drawing, I outlined it in white, and I did that by merging the layers, selecting it with the select tool, inverting it, and then expanding. And then you just hit fill. I know it sounds confusing just saying it, but it's so easy. Also, I'm a Photoshop person all the way. I would use other programs, but Photoshop's the one I'm most used to from going to school for art, and it's just the one I know the best. And I don't have a tablet. I have just one that connects to my computer, so I wouldn't get what's it called? There's that one. What is it called? I can't think of the name. But there's the one that people get on iPads. It's really popular. Totally blanking on what it's called. I do every time though. Probably because I don't use it. Is that all of the red? It looks like it. Yes. Oh wait, I just realized I kind of messed up. This part is a little off. Let's fix that. Back to the outline. Oh, wrong one. There's a weird nook thing here that I forgot to add. How's that look? Okay. And then I gotta color that in red. I don't really know what it's supposed to be. I can't really tell. I'm just basing it off the drawing or the picture, but... Oh, wait. There. That line's really thick. 1 second. I could be doing this completely wrong, but oh well. It's hard to tell. I want to say it's a brooch lodged in her coat thing, but I really don't know. I don't like how thick that line is either. Let's fix that. The only part I'm being picky about is so unimportant, but you never know, it could be. Is it not working? It should be working. 1 second. Hang on just a moment. Yeah, try refreshing. Just checking technical difficulties, making sure the stream's still up.